Welcome back. You're tuned in to Closing Bell, and we are coming to you live from the CNBC-TV18 Motilal Oswal newsroom. Well, it's that part of the day where Nimesh joins us to tell us what he's picking up in terms of D-Street chatter. Well, Nimesh, we're focused on the headline index, the Nifty, but the real pain is in the broader markets. Just take a look at the way those stocks are falling out. Oh, well, what's the feedback you have?
So from the broader market point of view, Nigel, the feedback is very clear. The sentiment is extremely poor now. There is lack of participation. People have lost that interest as well. And when I talk to some big traders or even HNI investors, generally the sense is that they now believe that this is going to be a time correction and could be a longer one. So they're mentally prepared for it. And I guess traders are also getting a little frustrated with the fact that every day have to come in. There's hardly any moves in the broader market. So that's been a pain point for sure in the last couple of days. Having said that, we just gave up most of the gains in the last 10 minutes of trade. Largely we've been trading in the green, largely on back of the global cues. For the first time in many days, the weekend was slightly calmer in terms of the global cues as well. So that was a bit positive for us. In terms of flows, I believe there's going to be a market at close basket at a leading FI desk, but it's a mixed basket. So there's buying and selling as well. So some of the stocks may see a big move in the last 30 minutes of trade, largely on back of that flow. So that's the overall feedback. In terms of sectors, pharma stands out today, but no specific reason. But I guess there is some bit of renewed buying interest back. But it's again from a larger sector point of view, it's the banks which are still under pressure. So there is selective selling pressure in some large cap banks even in today's state. So that's the overall feedback. Technically we've been saying this for a while now that 16,800 is a very important support level on the Nifty. But as you rightly pointed out, the bigger pain is in the broader markets, the mid cap index, the small cap index, and the breadth is very weak and sentiment is also very weak. So that's been a pain point. But I guess today there is a bit of a relief rally, largely on back of a calmer global market, so to speak, to start with for Indian markets.
All right. Nimesh, what about individual stocks? You mentioned a couple of sectors as well as market setup. But what about individual stocks? What are you picking up?
Again, so going with the theme of big blocks happening. So the first stock today on my list is CE Infosystem, which is MapMyIndia. While the stock has been consolidating, it's been down 10% this month and been under pressure as well. But now there is a sense that there could be a large block deal in this particular company very soon. So that's something to track in CE Infosystems. The second stock is HDFC Life. After what we saw last week and big correction on the insurance names, some bit of buying traction is back, and HDFC Life stands out largely on back of buying it. So the delivery volumes are expected to be quite high in today's trade in HDFC Life. So that's the second one. The third stock is Tata Power. Again, within the power space, this is one stock which is relatively underperformed and been under pressure as well. Even in today's trade, the stock is down 3%. But I believe for the last couple of days, this bit of selling or correction is been used to buy, and there is one large FI who is actively looking to add Tata Power at this level. So that's Tata Power. And the last stock is Biocon. In 1 week, today was the second upgrade coming in from a sell-side analyst. So after Bernstein last week, IIFL today has upgraded the stock to a buy, and they believe that worst seems to be priced in. But from a flow point of view, even in today's up move, there is supply from a larger FI into Biocon. So we saw what happened last week when a big hedge fund sold at a 10% discount, and that supply seems to continue in Biocon despite today's up move on the back of IIFL note.